by the time you watch this video, this bike will be gone. And it's kind of your fault. Let me tell you why. I didn't want to make another I sold my Himalayan, here's why video after I'd done that format a bunch of times, but I guess this is pretty much what it's gonna be. And I want you to know this was pretty sudden, and I'm honestly a bit sad. I feel like I didn't spend as much time on this bike as I wanted to, and there are several reasons for that. And it's not because I want to say up front that I didn't feel that the bike was good. Maybe you've had the sense in my past few videos talking about my frustrations with riding adventure bikes off-road. Maybe you've had the sense that I was about to replace this with like a 300cc dual sport. And I really was thinking about it, but I was postponing that decision because I still had some rides that I really wanted to do on this bike, some touring rides with some light off-road. And then, if you've noticed, I haven't been riding it as much. It's just different things. I had the Ducati Scrambler long-term loaner for a while, so for the whole, I guess, second quarter of the year that I've owned this bike, second, third quarter, I was using that bike a lot. And then I put off-road tires on this. I had to deal with the motos. With motos, I put the Motors Adventures on this. I did some off-road. And after I did that, that's when I sort of had my phase of, like, I don't want to ride these big bikes off-road. And because I didn't bother to change the tires on this back to more road tires, I didn't feel like riding the bike, especially because I had the Ducati, and now I have the XSR 700. So the reason I'm giving it up now, and the reason that this bike is actually already sold, like a really dear friend of mine who's had a Himalayan 411 for the longest time is picking it up tomorrow. It's kind of your fault because of your support, because of the views and engagement that you've given my channel, a huge motorcycle brand has just offered me the chance of a lifetime. They are giving me a new adventure bike and are funding one of my long-time dream rides in the Philippines. Just like when I had my meeting with them, they were laughing because I was in disbelief. It was like at 10 in the morning and they said, sorry for causing all of this chaos in your morning, because I just couldn't believe it. It sounded too good to be true, but the people were great. They understand and like my work. And in the end, it was just an offer I couldn't refuse. But because they're giving me a new adventure bike, it's just, I cannot justify. There's no room in the garage for 2 adventure bikes. There's already too many bikes. So it's really very bittersweet. I've already invested a lot in this bike. I actually checked before I sold it to my friend how much I've spent on this bike, and it's probably over 100,000 pesos. And in the just over a year I've owned it, I've only ridden it about 6,000 kilometers. And honestly, I've loved it. I've enjoyed riding this bike in every sort of situation, even in the worst off-road that I've done it on. And this is the first time since I bought my Himalayan 411 that there won't be a Royal Enfield in my garage, which is kind of sad. So that's already a clue, guys. It's not going to be the Bear 650. One door closes, another opens, and I'm super, super, super excited to let you in on what we're about to do. It's not finalized yet, but I'm also sure you won't be able to guess the bike, like 99% sure. Although, you should try. Try to guess what bike I'm going to get. And yeah, when that starts, it's going to be something, and I think you guys will love what we have in store. So there, as always, I'm falling down. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next adventure on Ride XP.